What happens when a left-wing radical targets a family, and the government tries to spin it like it's both sides? This isn't just a headline, it's proof of the double standards tearing this country apart.
Thank you. Do you want to, you have a few questions?
Attorney General,
Wait, I'll go left to right. Okay.
Attorney General, I do know that it's unfortunate what happened to your family in that letter, but he just described that this is solely put on by the Democratic Party. Do you see it that way, that this is something that is caused by the Democratic Party?
No, and I just talked about what happened in Minnesota to a Democrat, what happened in Pennsylvania to a Democrat governor. No, this was a left-wing radical, absolutely. The same type of person who murdered and assassinated Charlie Kirk. That's what we're talking about here today. But it doesn't matter who you are. If you commit an act of violence, a written threat through the mail, we are going to find you. These men behind me are going to hunt you down and find you. This guy thought he got away with this, and he thought he could hurt Benny and his family, and it's not going to happen. We have open cases, other open cases all over this country, and we're going to find you. About what happened in Minnesota to a Democrat, what happened in Pennsylvania to a Democrat governor. No, this was a left-wing radical, absolutely. The same type of person who murdered and assassinated.
Welcome back to Jace Manhwa. If you're tired of the mainstream narrative and you want the truth broken down clearly and unapologetically, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown like this. I just watched a press exchange with the Attorney General, and I have to say, this moment is exactly why so many Americans have lost trust in the political establishment. A reporter asked a simple, pointed question: is this situation the fault of the Democratic Party? And immediately, the Attorney General swerved. Instead of acknowledging the broader political climate that's been fueled by the left, he dismissed the question and pointed to examples involving Democrats to show balance. That's classic deflection. Now let's be clear. Violence and threats are wrong, no matter who they target. But here's the truth the left doesn't want to admit. This kind of radicalism is growing inside their own base. When you spend years demonizing conservatives, calling them extremists, Nazis, and threats to democracy, eventually some unstable individuals act out. It's the toxic environment the left has helped create. And then, when something happens, they try to pretend it's both sides. That's dishonest. The Attorney General called the perpetrator a left-wing radical, but then immediately pulled back and started highlighting cases involving Democrats. Why? Because the establishment is terrified of calling out its own side directly. Imagine if the political leanings were reversed. The headlines would scream about right-wing extremism for weeks. There'd be panels, think pieces, and investigations. But when it's a leftist radical, the media and political elites scramble to water it down. And let's not overlook what he said about hunting people down for threats. That's good and necessary. But where was this same energy when conservatives were being targeted? Churches vandalized, pro-life centers attacked, people harassed online and in person for their beliefs. Where were the tough press conferences then? This is exactly why patriotic Americans are fed up. We see the double standards. We see how language shifts depending on who's involved. We see a justice system and political elite that tiptoe around leftist violence while magnifying anything that involves the right. That imbalance is dangerous, and pretending it doesn't exist only fuels more division. So here's the bottom line. If the government is serious about stopping political violence, it has to apply the law evenly. No excuses, no selective outrage. And the media needs to stop running interference for one side. If you agree that Americans deserve honesty and equal treatment under the law, then like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Jace Manhwa for more straight-talk analysis you won't get from the mainstream. Stay sharp, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.